This is an argument that drives me absolutely bonkers, and I hear it all the time, which is basically, what do you have to worry about? You live in a first world country, you grew up in such and such house with such and such income. You don't have a right to feel sad or to feel anxious or depressed or anything like that, right? This is an argument that we've heard time and time again, especially living in the country that we do. The problem with that argument, which by the way, that's a terrible argument. It's an absolutely awful argument. The problem with that is that whoever makes that argument doesn't understand human nature and the hierarchy of needs. Do you know much about Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
I don't know.
Cool. Once I start saying it, I'm sure you will. So basically, it's a pyramid of needs, right? At the very bottom, they're the most core needs. At the very top, they're the most detailed, finessed needs. So for example, the very bottom is shelter, love, food, water, things that are very, very basic, right? And so the argument is that, well, there's people down at the bottom of the pyramid that are struggling with these things, but you're struggling, 3, 4, 5 steps up the pyramid. So why should I care about what you're saying? The reason why is because the higher that you climb up the pyramid, the more complex the problems become. For example, if you're hungry, you go get food. That's it. If you're thirsty, you go get water. Now, I understand it could be complicated, especially if someone's in Africa and they have to hike through this lion-infested valley. Okay, that's complicated. But for the most part, that's marginal examples, right? We're talking about the entirety of human race. But they're simple needs. You don't have a shelter? Build a shelter. You don't have love? Go find love. So once we start climbing up the ladder and we start getting into things like I'm feeling depressed because of X or I'm feeling anxiety because of Y, those are such complex issues that for someone to come in and say, well, you're not struggling with something on the lower scale, therefore you shouldn't struggle with something on the higher scale, that makes literally no sense at all. That's like saying, okay, yeah, I understand that you lost a finger today, but Joe down the street lost a leg, so I don't know why you're hurting.
Exactly. And I think that that's honestly indicative of a larger problem of especially internet culture, is this sense of absolutism where it's either black or it's white. There's no gray area. There's no such thing as nuance. You are X, you are Y, but you are not both. There's no more Venn diagrams when it comes to people's emotions or people's status or labels. And it's so interesting to me that that's the case when some of those very same people are advocating for spectrums and nuance in other parts of life.
What's up, DAW Nation? Hope you enjoyed this little quick tip video from our Behind the DAW episode with Prince Fox, which, by the way, if you want to check out the full episode, up here in the top right corner, there's going to be a little card that is showing up. You can click that card and it'll take you over to the full episode. Also, there is a link down in the description that will take you to the full episode. So if you want to click on either one of those, it's fantastic. It's totally fine. I'm completely fine with your decisions. Also, if you want to keep seeing episodes like this where you're gaining wisdom and knowledge from people in the music industry that have already made it, make sure to head down below, click the little subscribe button and the little notification bell so you get notified every single time we put out a new piece of content like this that will help you keep growing as a music producer. So that being said, DAW Nation, make sure to check back here constantly because we are always putting out new content that is going to help you as a music producer. So make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, comment below, all of those good, amazing things that will bring you a lot of good luck in your life, and we'll see you on the next quick tip video.